There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Come take a look. You're glad you did. Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well.
Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look.
My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation. 'Tis as you say. Shall we get some rest then? Okay then. Feeling rested, I trust?
Break the law is to be thrown in jail.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely there's aught to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint. But alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part. But as to how that should be done, I'm shamed to say I do not know. 'Twill depend upon your Majesty's ingenuity.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters. You the Arisen? Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Soldiers need better training.
I'm near enough. This is where I've just had a thought.
How are we to fight with such worn out?
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location? Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not, and if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course. Glad I am to see you. No progress as yet, then.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew.
This sort of quiet means all's well.
Always sets me to even the best of us. Prayer's a waste of time. No one's
Slim pickings of late. Maybe we don't touch.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
We must needs find a smith with the skill to restore this blade. To whom can we turn for aid in this matter? I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Backbatal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword. Follow me, master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in I have seen your path. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
This really is fine craftsmanship. Hey? Got a blade, what needs fixing, do ya? Hand it over. Where'd you find this ancient thing? I can scarce see the steel for all this rust. But hold a moment. Isn't this a regalia sword? The state of it. Blades like this were ne'er meant for battle, sure, but this one's been ill-treated. Restoring an antique like this will prove nigh impossible, methinks. Although, There is one who might have the skill. A dwarf, Batal. A living legend of the smithing trade. If anyone can do it, sir, I reckon 'tis he.
So, a legendary blacksmith resides in Batal. It sounds as though he's our best bet for restoring the regalia sword.
I've all manner of arms. For sale? Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad. Glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
A fighter with sword and shield in hand is what I envision when I think of a leader.
I suppose magically inclined vocations inspire a different sort of awe.
I've all manner of... arms for sale. Come. Come, have yourself a look. Hope to see you again. I've all manner of arms for sale. Well, come, hope to see you again.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a right. I'm not taking any passengers just now.
What to make of this?
I'm not taking any I'm not taking any passengers just now.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
What brings you here? All you need of me?
Let's not be bothering me for no reason.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. Hail!
You two will piss me off.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. You have my protection. Certainly, Arisen. How might I do?
Watch your footing, Master. Losing your balance on an incline this shot. Perilous.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Leave off!
There are useful. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead.
I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Batal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. It was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He said people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to... Follow me.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates! So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Oi! This isn't yours! Do you take me for a fool? Present your own permit, or I'll have you thrown in jail!
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
See what I can find.
What I can do for you?
I follow my whims, wheresoe'er they may lead.
I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Batal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword. Follow me, master, a few words. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Where are you going? I'm not taking any passengers just now.
Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Not to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work. Pick up a few things for supper. Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
'Twill take a better mind than mine to solve.
I'm in fine fettle today.
I'd fain put down my steel for a mug.
It falls on me to polish up. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Well, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near... the border, where quarrels occur every other... Do you come again?
Our packs are heavier.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste, and in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
Sirs Offulv and Everard each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I am sure 'twill be the right one.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat to be tried. Always a pleasure.